Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? It's Troy D, and we're back with a video for Troy D Q&A. And today we're going to ask the question, is Clive Christian really worth it? All right, so today we're going to answer that, at least my answer, and hopefully this will give you guys the answers of what to do if you are tempted to buy any of these beauties, these absolute masterpieces. Okay, so for those who don't know, guys, Clive Christian is basically one of the most expensive perfumes in the world at this point because of all the hype. I mean, just like in the sneaker community or the clothing community, where I came from, basically when perfumers see that people are paying a certain price point, what they'll do is they'll like jack it up even higher and basically jack up the limit, just to see if people will actually pay for it. That's my opinion. But I've seen it in the hype community, in sneakers, and in clothing. So this is not new to me. But let me say this, that Clive Christian is immune to this because Clive Christian from the beginning has already set their price at a certain price point. So unlike maybe Roja or Boudicca the Victorious, who just keeps pushing it higher and higher, Clive Christian has always been on that price point. It's always been on the 500, 800 price point. And there are a lot of collectors that swear by it, that love it. I've reviewed these many, many times. But I will attempt to tell you guys why, I think it's worth it, okay? So here, this is basically the core collection. This is Clive Christian X. I reviewed that as one of the most manly scents ever. Here's number 1, which I believe is one of the best date scents ever. Here's 1872, which is basically to me one of the best spring-summer fragrances ever. And here's C, which is the leather, one of the best leather scents ever that Clive has. Now there are more. And if I were to add like a couple more here that I think are great, I would say Rock Rose would be one, as well as 1872 Femme. So Clive actually makes these versions in women, and they kind of smell slightly different. And I've tried 1872 for women, and because I wear this like often, I found that the women's is also nice. Okay, so these things are expensive because they're made from natural ingredients, which means they last super long. For anybody that's ever tried Clive Christian X, you'll notice that this dude freaking goes from like the morning to the evening. See, this thing, longevity is crazy. I mean, they all are pretty crazy on longevity. And that's because of the natural ingredients. So, for example, if you have like a synthetic eau de toilette, like you guys will probably notice, you might enter the club at like 10 p.m. and then by 12 or maybe 1, it's gone. Like the perfume is actually gone. Well, these things, like I would say sometimes you can like wear them at lunch and then you can still wear them like to the club. So that's how long some of these bad boys last. Now also, it's also taking, the rarity level up because not a lot of people will smell like you. So that's another reason why you would pay the exorbitant price for this, is that the scent of this, I would say, is on its own. It's very like British inspired, and again, natural ingredients. But I will say this, that, I hate redundancy. And so, when I have like a collection that's not redundant or a set that's not redundant, I'm very happy and very pleased. And like Clive Christian X, I will say there's no redundancy. The way that X is so like on its own, manly, I've never seen anything copy it, and all the others actually, really makes me so happy about this collection. Now, I'll say this, guys, if you are looking for, say, a certain outcome, like a certain outcome, a certain scent profile, these are not for you. Okay, these are not for you. Because there are many perfumes that have basically similar scent profiles, or they are pretty dominant on certain ingredients that you can find them. One of which is rose, right? So I talked about rose on the rose prick, and I have like 4 other roses. I'm about to add another one on Monday. There's so many of those that you can find. I would say that the Clive collection is very unique, very unique. It's a standalone thing, I guess, because of the price. And it's not talked about a lot in the fragrance community, primarily because most of the people in the fragrance community are either getting synthetics, or the EDTs, or are just looking for a certain scent profile. And that's usually the question that gets asked, like, what's a good vanilla scent, or like, what's a good spring summer scent? But the clientele for these things, I would say, is somebody that is looking for its own profile. Like, I'm not looking for a certain profile, I'm gonna look for this profile, whatever this is. Like, I'm gonna go for that one. It's the unique scent profile of the Clive Christian fragrances, and you can find that, by collecting them. Okay, in my opinion. Now, I will say this, that Clive has said it himself. If you guys are still into buying H&M, and then you stop doing that because now you're buying more quality, like shoes or clothes, then this is for you. I would say it's the same thing as well, guys. It just comes with lifestyle. It really just comes with maybe maturity. If you are, in a certain level of quality, or that's what you're looking for in collecting, then definitely you should add these to your collection. They're definitely different. You can just see the bottle design, even on just the display. These look crazy. I wish I had a full bottle of these, but I still have a lot of these. So I don't have the C bottle, but I would love to. But they're all so beautiful. They all represent some sort of higher quality, higher class type fragrances. Now, again, if you're gonna buy this, okay, let me repeat this. If you guys are gonna buy Clive Christian Perfumes, make sure you're doing it because you're not chasing a certain scent profile. Number one, make sure that you're doing it because you want to get the Clive Christian scent profile. And number two, if you are definitely looking for more quality, more class, you're gonna pay more for it than Clive Christian again. And for the natural ingredients, the longevity, super long, especially X, my gosh, stays really, really long, and very sexy, very sexy. Definitely get any of these Clive Christian perfumes, okay? Again, you're not going to hear this a lot in the fragrance community, even if they know this, because it's its own deal. Okay, so you won't see it being talked about as, oh, what's a vanilla scent, or like what's a lavender scent, or like what's a certain scent. No. This is its own amazing combination for each of these bottles, and they're amazing. For me, they're even usable day and night, which is why I love them as well. Unlike Roja, for example, there are some fragrances in Roja, the higher end line, that it's only for special occasions, nighttime special occasions. But this right here, I know for sure they are usable day and night, or day to night. Okay, so that's it. That's just my quick video on if Clive Christian perfumes are worth it. If you guys own these and you like them, drop a comment. If you've owned these and you didn't like them, go ahead and drop a comment as well. I would love to hear your input on this, but this is my input as a collector, as a perfume user. They're pretty cool, okay? So until then, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out. Please subscribe, by the way. All right? Peace.